Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. Today I'm going to ask Spirit, a year from now, where is your career and your finances going to be? What is your path? What is your destiny? What is coming for your financial future? So we have three choices. Choice A is abundance, choice B is prosperity, and choice C is money. I want to welcome you all to my channel. My name is Kathy Mamolen. I'm a psychic medium and an intuitive life and love coach. Welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. I will see you in your reading. I will put the timestamps below in the description. If you picked Group A, Abundance, we're going to ask Spirit in a year from now, where are you going to be with your career, your finances? What is your path? What is your destiny? What a Spirit has for you. So whenever you find this message, it's meant to be heard. This is a sense of where are we headed? Where's my financial future headed? So you picked abundance. You have some energy coming into your life that certainly would be abundant, right? So that is what we are going to ask Spirit for. Please, Spirit, share with me any messages you have. I have a successful career, happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. So within a year from now, we have some movement in our career. How beautiful. One more of these, please, Spirit. I have a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. The Felix Felicius. Okay. The number 35 jumping out at me also, but a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. So maybe kind of being at the right time, at the right place, energy coming your way, that things just worked out, things just that were meant to be worked out. I have an owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Now, my wise owl, right? Listening to my spirit messages, listening to my guides, knowing that my guides are getting me to a prosperous future, Spirit just said. Knowing that my guides are showing me my direction, my path, putting people in front of me, situations, whether they are serendipitous or people that are meant to guide me. Okay. It could be that simple. It could be, teachers, mentors, coaches, people that are meant to guide me, to answer questions for me that I'm not sure, what to do next. And all of a sudden someone is put in my path that helps to guide me. How beautiful. I have the number 55. That could be an important number in the next year. This is going to be an adventure. I'm excited about this. I'm happy with my work environment. I'm happy with the choices that I'm making, Spirit just said. So it's almost as if I've made some choices. I have made a decision for my career path, and it's like I finally feel like I've landed where I want to be. I feel that they just said it was a long road coming. So some of you have been really working on yourselves. A princess, you can be your own knight in shining armor, taking care of yourself, knowing that, look at you, you even have your own weapon. This sense of, I can take care of myself, I can guard myself. And taking care of yourself is financial success, right? Having financial security, with or without someone in your life, you always want to feel like you're secure. So this sense of, I can take care of myself first, and then whoever else comes into my energy, that is just a bonus. But it's this empowering feeling, like, you can see that she's, literally got her shield, she's got her sword, she has her head on things. And it's this sense of, I can take care of myself, that I am in power of my own destiny. One more of these, please, Spirit. A feast. Slow down and celebrate. Maybe you're putting too much energy into your career. Maybe you're putting, you're working all the time. Spirit wants to remind you that there's a balance, that you can work and you are becoming successful and you are achieving your goals. But at the same time, they want you to have more balance in your life. They want you to be with your friends. They want you to spend time with your family. They want you to have hobbies. They want you to enjoy your time off. Almost this sense of no, it can't be all work and no play. So just a gentle reminder that, we know that we're excited about this career. We know that we're doing well. We know that we have success coming to us. But we also want to make sure that we have balance. Please share with me, Spirit. I have a threshold, the number 40. I don't know. I mean, threshold, in this case, it feels like I'm almost afraid to walk through a door, a threshold, right? It's maybe there's a new door opening and maybe I have some new fears creep into me over this next year. But it is the sense of push through. You can see the movement. You can see her looking over there like, should I go through that door? Is that door a good choice for me? And I do feel like you're going to push that door through. I feel like you're going to push through that fear, but I am hesitant. They just use the word impatient. Also, I'm impatient. Like, what if it's not what I thought it was going to be? Or what if it changes my routine, my day? What if I'm not happy there? So it could be some kind of opportunity, a new opportunity. I've pushed through to some kind of promotion, some kind of next level. And I have a little bit of hesitation. I have a little bit of fear or anxiety over that. But I do feel like you're going to push through that. You are going to get through that. Absolutely. I have grace. This is a sense of believing in yourself. I have the number 10, like success, like I've hit the number 10. I don't know. It is the sense of I believe in myself. I know that I'm doing well. I take my work with gratitude and grace. I'm appreciative of my work. I'm appreciative of my talents, they just said. So some of you may be connected to some kind of talent. Your finances may be connected to a talent. Your finances may be, you have this gift, you have a ability, you have a talent that other people don't have, and it is a direct relation to your income, your finances, your career. And I guess I feel grateful and walk in grace is kind of the feeling. Fulfillment. There's a little bit of the fear at the moon in the background. I do feel in a year from now, I will say I feel fulfilled. I feel like, look at this big plump peach, like peachy keen, right? I feel fulfilled. I feel the sense of walking in grace and gratitude. I'm holding my head up high. I'm empowered myself somehow with the sense of, I know I can support myself. I know that I am in control of my destiny, my path, how powerful I am with my own career. And I also feel excited about it. I do. I feel like I'm making wise choices. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, a gazelle. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry. You'll get through them, just as you have in the past. So you've worked hard. I do feel that. I felt that a moment ago. I feel like you have put in the work, you've put in the time, and you're a gazelle. Look at you, you're just like skipping and jumping. You're protecting yourself. You guard yourself is my 9 of Wands. So it is the sense of, I'm going to protect everything that I've worked towards. I'm not going to let anybody take it away from me. I'm not going to let anybody knock me down, is how I feel. I'm going to just kind of skip ahead, jump ahead, however you want to say it. Beautiful. Spirit, please share with me any messages of guidance. I have a Chariot. I have you can successfully balance various or opposing energies all at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition you're receiving. You're going to charge ahead. That doorway I felt a moment ago, that you could push through. My Chariot is charging ahead with determination. Also with grace and gratitude. This is an adventure. You're excited about this journey. You're excited for where this is going to lead me. They just said a door has opened this year. So I do feel like this tremendous sense of, I don't know, maybe I'm finally where I want to be, or I finally landed where I want to be, and now it's like full steam ahead and there's no stopping me. The only thing that's stopping you is if I am all work and no play. Okay? Because you are moving forward with determination. So just be careful that you're not becoming a workaholic, that your focus isn't just work. You need to have other things in your life. The abundance is flowing into you. That is beautiful. One more, please. I have an Ace of Pentacles. There's the opportunity. That is my Ace of Pentacles. You can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. There was that sense of, remember we had this, a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Okay, so the Ace is saying the same thing, that some energy's coming into your life. A windfall of abundance is my Ace. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. So whatever this that comes into you through the series of events, Spirit putting somebody right in front of you, this opportunity, this door opening, it's the sense of nothing is going to hold me back. And I'm excited about it. And in a year from now, I am going to feel like I have this control over my life. I've taken back my power. I've taken back this ability to be in control of my own success. I love that. I love this. Spirit, can you please share with me any other messages that you have for me today? Please share with me. Queen of Cups. Whatever this is going to be very rewarding, okay? This is going to be something that you feel emotionally connected to. You're happy doing this job, doing this work, which is so important, that you love what you're doing. I have a Tower in reverse. So they're not going to take this away from you. Maybe you've had other opportunities taken away from you. Maybe you've lost jobs in the past. Maybe you've struggled with your finances. But this energy is everything about you being successful and moving forward. So we have no fears about something being taken away from us. How gorgeous. There's my Empress energy. Taking care of yourself, taking care of others, being in your element. Kind of like, look at what I have. I have this success. It could be as simple as sharing with others your success, helping them be successful also. So you are a beautiful Empress today also. That is gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit, for sharing that with me. Spirit, please share with me any other energy. In a year from now, where will my career and my finances be? What is my destiny? I feel tremendous success. I feel very powerful. I feel like I'm in control of doing what I want to be doing. I have a 4 cups in reverse. So I have moved on from being on hold or in any kind of waiting pattern, waiting for things to change. I have moved out of that energy. I am charging forward. So if you are waiting for a change, it's coming. I have a 4 of Wands. I have stability with this opportunity. I'm building a foundation. Okay, I may be able to save for a home. I may be able to support my own home, buy a home. So my 4 of Wands is a foundation. I'm building on this success. I'm building on my future is my 4 of Wands. So whatever this kind of new door opening for you within the next year, it's going to lead you to feeling like you can have your own home, your own success. You can support yourself. Those things are so important. I have a 7 of Wands. I want to give it my all. I'm not going to give up on this. I feel like I'm so determined. You know, you love what you're doing. So success is a given. It's like you have figured out something that you love to do, and you love to go to work. You love to do the work almost to the point where you like it too much and you work all the time. And but no matter what, at the end of the day, you're not going to give up on yourself. You can feel the growth. You can feel the abundance. That was my choice, right? You can feel the abundance flowing into you, and you're not going to give up on yourself, and you're not going to give up on this sense of no matter what, I know I'm going to be successful, because Spirit has opened the door for you, and it's just a matter of you walking through the door this year. How beautiful. I wish you great success and abundance this year. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group B, Prosperity, this reading is for you. We're going to ask Spirit about where are you going to be in a year from now with your career and finances? How are you going to feel? What messages Spirit has for you? What is your destiny? What is your path? What's coming your way? Anything that is going to help guide you for this area of your life. So finances and career, please, Spirit. If you could please share with my Group B, finances and career in a year from now, where will we be? Please share with me. Protection, strong protection magic for the family and the home. The sense of protection, but it's coming into me as security. You know, financial security is so important, right? It's our lifeline. We don't have our home. We don't have our family. We can't take care of our family if we're not financially secure. So spirits may be sharing with us that we can take a worry off of our shoulders, that we will be protected, that we will have that security. I have Trinka 5555, manifesting money and income, allowing the money and the income to come into you, asking Spirit for guidance, constantly manifesting and asking for what it is that you need, and be very specific in your manifestations. You know, if you need money for a new car, manifest how much money you need for a new car. Don't just say to Spirit, you know, I need to buy a new car. Give them an amount. Tell them exactly what you need and keep manifesting. I have the Sun. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Now, I love the sunflowers because the sunflowers are the largest flower, right? And they just grow so high and they reach the sky, and everybody knows what a sunflower is. So it's almost the sense of show off, stand strong. You are the biggest, beautiful flower in the garden, and it's a sense of something around your career that people are seeing that in you, that this tremendous growth is happening around you. Maybe you're starting out in a new field or a new area of work, and people can see your success. They can see you growing. They can see you prospering, and you just keep growing higher and higher. That's gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me. Leadership, 81. Maybe in a year from now, part of that growth is that they put you into some kind of leadership role, management, in charge of others, moving in that direction, going up the ladder, so to speak, right? Just the sense of you're a leader, that people look up to you and they admire you, and you're being rewarded for that leadership. So that's a big part of your path. It's a big part of your destiny right now, is this kind of leadership role. I have a feather energy. Think first before you judge. Part of being a leader is understanding. Look at they're all lifting her and helping her meditate. Part of being a leader is being able to put yourself in other people's shoes. So maybe you're very empathic. Maybe you have this understanding. Maybe you've walked in their shoes before. So you have a tendency to not judge others at work, and you give them the benefit of the doubt. And maybe that's what makes you a good manager. Maybe that's what's going to make you a good leader in the future, something like that. So, not judging others, because their success contributes to your success somehow. All right. So there's some kind of connection, like you want other people to be successful because it helps you also. A bringer of change. Yeah, a leader brings in new ideas, right? You are growing. You are helping somebody grow, either helping someone else's business grow, growing your own business, even the people that work for you underneath you. But you are the one that has the ideas. Look at all these beautiful butterflies, just kind of transforming. It's like you come up with the idea, people follow you, and they listen to you, and they say, you know what, I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that, because that is going to work for all of us. It's going to bring more abundance into our life. It's going to make us all prosperous. And it's a sense of, I believe, yeah, look at this, sharing your wisdom. They are following you, okay? You are going either to be promoted, maybe you're a teacher of some kind. Maybe you're meant to be a teacher, a coach, a leader. But they are listening to your wisdom. They are following your wisdom. And as you grow and learn, they grow and learn. And it's the sense of you're bringing about change. You're showing them, leading by example, something like that. But these people are following you. Your coworkers. They could be people that actually work for you if you owned your own business, or you could even be a teacher and you're guiding them, or you're being asked to guide them. Maybe you're meant to be some kind of a teacher, mentor. So that is gorgeous. Sharing your wisdom. They want to know what you're thinking and feeling all the time. That is very important. Inner peace. It's interesting because as a leader, you have a lot of pressure on you. Okay, you have a lot of responsibility, and you're going to have to find some time and space. Look at even this like little fish is following you, right? You're going to have to find your space. You're going to have to find your time to rest your mind, rest your body, rest your soul. You can't always be kind of going 100 miles an hour, even if you have people that you feel responsible for. Okay, on whatever level that is, you have to rest your own mind in order to be able to help others achieve. So just a reminder of taking care of yourself first. There's that transformation. There's these butterflies, this change. So within a year, I have this major transformation happening around you. You know, maybe you're taking on a major role. Maybe you have opened yourself up to a new position at work, a new job, a new opportunity. And it is a huge change, a huge transformation for you, but you're spreading your wings and you're excited about it. And I feel like you made the right choice. So you're going to be in a better place in a year from now. I'm going to put this one up here because I do feel like it's a major transformation of your energy. Maybe you've been waiting for this. Maybe you've been waiting for something to come your way that's going to show you that you're doing what you're meant to be doing. You are on the path that you were meant to be on, that the money is flowing into you as you grow and people around you grow. But you're some kind of born leader. You are absolutely some kind of mentor, coach, teacher, born leader. 10 of Swords, letting something go. A Siberian Husky. The end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about the changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. Absolutely. They are going to take something away from you, or you decide to end it yourself. Okay, you leave a job to take a better job. You have bittersweet feelings about the position that you're in because they want to promote you, but when they promote you, it's a new team members, it's new coworkers, it's a different building, it's a different location. So it's all good. It's all good. For every ending, there's a new beginning. And so we will have to put something behind us. We will be taking a change, okay? We will be making a change this year in order to get to the next level, achieve the next goal, okay? But it could be just a bittersweet experience. Like, I don't want to say goodbye to these coworkers. I love these coworkers, but I have a better opportunity ahead of me. It could be that easy. I have a Queen of Cups. How gorgeous. A beautiful swan. Look at you. Beautiful. Who doesn't love a swan? I mean, you can't take your eyes off of a swan, right? There is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So this queen is going to make sure that everyone around her is happy. If you were a teacher, a mentor, a leader, you do have that innate kind of nurturing feeling. You want to make sure you're happy, they're happy, everybody's on board. You want this emotional kind of security. So that is something that you will be working towards. But people look up to you for that reason. Maybe that's one of your strengths, is that that you do have this kind of balance in you, this energy of when problems arise, you tell people it's okay. It's all going to work out. We're going to get through this. And people are drawn to you for that reason. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Reindeer Caribou. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. Your card now moves forward with great progress. Wheel of Fortune, your cart is moving forward. We're going to fill this cart with all these apples and pears, right? Our cart's going to be filled. Prosperity is ours. This new, unexpected, positive change is coming. Everything is telling me about a change, a transition, an improvement, to move you in the direction of feeling more successful. Thank you, Spirit. Please share with me any other messages. This card just jumped out of my deck. I have strength. You are powerful. You are a leader. That is my Leo, right? You are a leader, and they look up to you and they see you as somebody that, I don't know, maybe when they're down, you're strong. You pick them up. Again, that queen energy, you're emotionally stronger than they are to handle the stress of work. So with that, you're rewarded. With this extra strength and this extra ability, you're rewarded. You're rewarded financially. You're rewarded with a title. You're rewarded with, this is a goal I've been wanting to achieve, an Ace of Cups. You're rewarded with, this makes me happy. This makes me happy. I love what I do. We want to say that. We want to be able to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, even if my job is stressful, even if I have days where I'm pulling my hair out, I love what I do. And I do feel like you will love what you're doing in a year from now, and that you feel like you're on the right path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You had a change. There's my Death in reverse. You had to let something go. You had to walk away from a different opportunity, a change. You ended something. It could be that you ended your education and then you got a new opportunity, a real job in your field. It could be something simple like that. But we definitely have, in a year from now, we have made a significant change, transformed our career, and we are where we want, and we manifested this. We brought this prosperity into our lives. Thank you, Spirit. I have a 4 cups in reverse. Yeah, I've moved on. I'm not bored in this energy. I'm stimulated. I'm excited. I look forward to going to work. I love what I do. I'm not bored. It is a new journey for you. Absolutely. This is a new position. This is a new opportunity. This is a stepping stone, however you want to say it. But it could be a dream job, a dream come true. But it's a chain reaction of events. The job comes, the money comes, the success comes, the title comes, the feelings are in alignment. It's a chain reaction because I can see my future and I have the whole world ahead of me. How gorgeous. You manifested this. You wanted this. You made it happen. So I have no doubt in my mind, my group B, that I have prosperity. In a year from now, you are going to be in a totally different place than you are today. They just said, just be patient. These things are coming. These changes are coming. Keep manifesting. Keep focusing. Know that this transformation is ahead of you. Great success in prosperity, money, income, security. Those were all very important things. We started Group B's reading with that sense of protection, financial security. So Spirit is reminding you that this financial security is yours and that you will be prosperous and that this energy is on its way. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group C, money, this reading is for you. We want to ask Spirit in a year from now, where will my career and my finances be? Okay. Am I on the right path? What's coming my way? What do I have to look forward to? Any messages in this area of your life that Spirit wants to share with me? Okay. So Spirit, if you could share with me in a year from now, where will we be? Things coming, anything that we need to know, money, finances, career, anything that we need to know. I have Spirit, heavenly assistant from your angels and guides. Trust Spirit. Trust. Okay. This sense of spirit has your back. This sense of these things are going to be taken care of, like having faith, believing, when it gets difficult, that the only thing that will get you through is spirit, right? So if you have challenges on your plate, something like that. I have the tree of life, true wisdom and making good choices. Making good choices around my money, making good choices around my future and my destiny, staying on my path, knowing that every decision that I make, is a direct result of where it takes me next. So maybe we have some big decisions to make in this area of our life this year. Maybe that is what Spirit's trying to say. Maybe we have to decide what we're going to do. I have a dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to Spirit. So Spirit is trying to send you signs. Maybe you are struggling with, what am I supposed to be doing with my path? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I will tell you in my own experience, I had a very big career before I was a professional psychic. I have a formal education. I have a master's degree. And Spirit took all of that away from me and said, no, I want you to do something different. And I never would have said, I would never have believed it, that this is what Spirit wanted me to do. Maybe Spirit has you on some kind of journey. Let's keep going. I have love and parenting as two cards that came in. Love and parenting. Now, your success, your money, and your career. Maybe we have choices. For some of you, we have to make choices because we're a parent first. And being a parent first has to come first. So maybe it's our career and our finances are secondary in our lives for some of us. I'm just going to throw that out there because even, you have to have daycare, or you have a schedule, or your kids are in school. For some of you, that's a big issue with how you handle your career. Dragons, slay them all. I don't know. The sense of any challenges, maybe I am very challenged with time or being able to focus on a career because of my responsibilities at home. I want to make more money. I don't know how to make more money. I want more income to come in, but my kids are little and I don't have anybody to take care of them. So for some of you, that could be going on. It could be other responsibilities that you have. Whatever the challenges are, Spirit's saying, we can take those challenges off your plate so that we can focus on the success. We can focus on the success. Escapist. Come home to yourself. I have to tell you, for some of you, the sense of home, parenting, love, being home, maybe Spirit wants you to do something to work out of the house. Maybe Spirit wants you to start your own business because it makes sense. It works for your schedule. It's something that you can do for yourself at your own pace, at your own time. So maybe Spirit's trying to help open up some options, that maybe there are other ways to work that aren't in the traditional going to a 9-to-5 job. So I'm going to say, let's just keep that door open. Maybe in a year from now, we have built a business. Spirit, please share with me. Past lives. Past lives. I don't know. I feel like something has changed. I feel like maybe in the past you were able to, this is like, it could be a past life connection, but it could be just years ago, you were able to work a certain type of job. but you're no longer able to do that because of your time schedule, responsibilities. There's no going backwards. So if it's the sense of I want to go back to that job, it's the sense of you're not going there. You did that once. And I feel like Spirit has a different plan for you. So if you are thinking about like going back to a job, I don't feel like you're going backwards. Okay. So if those of you are like, well, maybe I'll go back to work, I don't think that's what it is. I think Spirit's trying to help you create something that works for you, something that you want to do, something that is even keeps you at home, keeps you connected to your family, children even. And at the same time, you have this potential to earn whatever income that you want. The golden moment. Yeah, almost like this aha moment comes into me that, you know what, I can work for myself. You know, I don't have to go back to that person. I don't have to work for that person again. I don't have to do the drill they just said, the 9 to 5 drill. Some of you don't want that and have better abilities. You have years of experience. You can work for yourself. You were working for somebody else for X. You could work for yourself for more. Okay. And it's almost a sense of this aha moment comes in within the next year that you say, you know what, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to just work out of my home and subcontract myself. I'm going to become a life coach, a business coach. I'm intuitive. I'm going to learn how to read tarot cards. I'm going to take my crafts that I love and turn it into a business. Whatever it is, that's your gift. But I feel like you have the ability to work for yourself. I want you to let go of the fear and be open to whatever Spirit has that is. Some of you may be thinking, that is what I really want. I've always wanted to set my own schedule, work for myself, but I've always been afraid. I've always been afraid I wouldn't make enough money or I wouldn't be able to run a business. But Spirit will help you. If that is your path, if this is your destiny, Spirit will put people in front of you that will help guide you. You need to just trust. Just trust that Spirit wants that for you. You know, trust that the money will flow into you. Trust that you have the ability to support yourself even. So I think a lot of you are destined to be an entrepreneur, work for yourself, start a business, grow a business. But it gives you this flexibility to raise a family, set your own schedule, make as much as you want. And they're saying just break it down into little pieces. Like, how would I start? And then they just said, start today. You know, it's a sense of just jump right in. You know, if it's what you want, just say, I'm going to do it. I am a Queen of Cups. This is a time of deep emotion and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful that you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. This sense of you have responsibility on your plate. Some of you have responsibilities on your plate, or some of you may be looking to start a family. How do I work full time and have a baby, right? You're going to find something that gives you that emotional balance, that you have a career, you have your own thing, you have your own success, and you're able to be kind of everything to everyone else. So there's something going on in your energy that this is a big part of your decisions right now. But I do not feel like you're going backwards. You're not going back to work, quote unquote, back to a job that you used to have. They're moving you forward to a new job, a new opportunity that works better for you in your schedule and your family and your responsibilities, or they are asking you to think about going out on your own. King of Wands, following your passion. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful as long as you stay focused upon the bigger picture. You are in your power. If you follow your passion, this aha moment I had a minute ago, if you follow your passion and you do something that you love, it's this sense of the money will follow. Okay, the money will follow. In a year from now, you could have started a business. You could have money rolling in. You could have a website. You could have customers. You could have an income that's steady. You know, it's the sense of jumping right in. I got to tell you, for some of you, I have the Eight of Swords, guarding myself, bunting. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you a greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. You're not trapped, right? Look at the little bird can fly right out of that cage. You're not trapped. You have the ability to be and do whatever you want. You can start today, Spirit said. This aha moment of, you know what, I'm going to make a decision once and for all. I'm not going to lean back on, I can't do that. I don't have the resources. I don't know if I'd be successful. I'm not going to lean back on the doubts. I'm going to open that cage and I'm going to open my wings and I'm going to fly. And I'm going to trust that Spirit's going to put people in front of me that support me and show me that you can be successful and that you can support yourself, because I feel like you're struggling with trying to balance all areas of your life all at the same time. And you just can't figure out how you can do it all at the same time. And you can do it when you're in control of it, is how I feel. I have a Two of Wands. You can see your future. You can see your future ahead of you. You can feel it in your gut. Okay, you can see your future. You can plan your future. You know, you can start today, and a year from now, you'll be a totally different person and in a totally different place with money flowing into you. But the money that's flowing into you, you are in control of. You have brought that money to you. How gorgeous. I have a Ten of Swords, so I have to follow my passion. I have to be willing to make the change, changing my mind, believing in myself, knowing I can follow my dreams, knowing that I have this ability. So sometimes it's just in our mind that, you know, I can't do that. And that's just fear. That's just fear. I have, yeah, there's my death. It's like letting go, putting it behind me and changing. I have to change how I think about how I work. I have to change about how I put in my time into work, or that someone else is making money off of my back and I could do the same thing for myself somehow. So I feel like Spirit's pushing you to achieve. I'm going to say it that way. I have a Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So I do feel the sense of guarding myself, protecting myself. I want to feel secure. I want to know that I can get my arms around money. And you will. As you become stronger, as you become more empowered, as you feel more confident in your ability that you can do this, you know, that sense of kind of protective energy will go away. It will become less and less, because you'll have money flowing into you. I have the Four of Wands. That is a sense of security, foundation, building a happy home, sharing my life with somebody. You know, the sense of I do need to have it all. For my group C, it's not all about a career for you. You have a lot of intertwining parts. You either have children, responsibilities, a home life, your schedule. So work is a part of it. So you have to find a way to be successful and bring money into your home, bring money into yourself, so you feel like you are achieving what you want to achieve. But we have to have this balance around your home for some reason. So you will achieve this. I feel like you have the ability to do it all, but like all under one roof. I'm going to say it that way. Ace of Swords. There's that aha moment. There is that aha moment. The idea comes into your head. I have an idea of how I'm going to make money. I have an idea of what my business is going to be called. I know what I would call my business. I know what kind of work I would do. I know how I would make money and how I would market myself. I would ask my friends, family, helpers who do it now to help me. So there's my aha moment. I think in the next year, you're going to be kind of enlightened that you may actually make a decision to kind of go for it and say, I want to just do this by myself. The money's going to follow. I felt this sense of good luck, good fortune. The only thing that's holding you back is your fear, this sense of, what if it doesn't work? Well, what if it does? What if you being able to start your own business or work for a smaller business that says to you, you can work out of your home at your own time, at your own pace. What if there is another option? So it was very much a message about they don't want you to go back to doing what you were doing. That didn't seem to work for you. It wasn't in alignment, or it isn't in alignment anymore. And they're saying, we have something for you to move towards. And it's the sense of your eye is going to open. This idea is going to come into you, and then everything else is going to kind of fall into place. So I think that some of you, my group C, I want you to consider what it would take for you to be independent, maybe an entrepreneur, and maybe even starting a business within the next year. That would be exciting. We're going to put this out to the universe. We're going to ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading.